Welcome to the show.
Spencer Kirksey, what's up, man?
Paul Salgado, how are you?
What's cracking, man? Fuck, what a fucking shit show to set up this goddamn circus.
I was going to say, do we want to tell our listeners how long it took us to try to come up with the right camera angles, the right lighting, and we're still not happy with it, but we just said, fuck it.
Yeah, the show must go on.
The show must go on. Thanks for everyone who joined in on our live about, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, Ashley Pearl,
Yep.
live special guest.
Showed us her feet. It was really nice of her.
And props to her for getting her foot all the way to her freaking face.
Dude, flexibility.
Whatever that does.
Yeah, I mean.
Must come in handy at the old parties.
A little party trick there.
Yeah. You got a party trick?
No, I was going to ask you that, dude. Do I have a party trick? Yes, it is. It's called blacking out. It's time traveling. Just the technical term. Time traveling is one of my go-to party tricks. What about you?
Yeah, waking up at their house the next day and making some food. It's my trick.
Was that your trick?
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you the guy who would pass out the house, but then also cook breakfast? I could see that happening.
Yeah, I'm down with that. That's not a bad idea. It's been a while since I've been schmammered like that, but I'm down for a good old toaster.
Good old run around, good old paint the town red kind of night.
Yeah. Those
were the best, dude.
Good old days.
I was talking to Dana the other day. I talk to my wife sometimes, and we were like, remember when we would on a Saturday morning, we're like, where are we going to go black out at a brunch? Like, where's the spot? I remember it was yesterday where we would be all about that. And now it's like, we haven't done that in ages. It feels like we're going brunching this Saturday though.
Brunching. So that means multiple spots.
No. We found, so there's a new coffee shop in town, and then I don't know how I've never found this place, but there's a place called Bastards. It's like a sweet looking tavern, and it was right next to this coffee shop, shared the same parking lot. So we're like, fuck it. This weekend we're going brunching. So
what time do you start? 10? 11?
If it was up to me, it'd be 10, but I'm assuming we're going to be around the 11:30 probably.
And you eat breakfast before brunch, right? Or...
I mean, it depends, man. It depends on how hard we're going. If we're and I know we're not going to be like that because we have fucking responsibilities and shit now, but thanks a lot, Keaton, for ruining that for me. Yeah, I know, I don't know, 11-ish, go there. Dude, it looks like they got some killer Bloody Marys. I'm good for one Bloody Mary. What about you?
That's what I say. I'm not a big fan of Bloody Mary. Maybe one. I'll do more of the michelada. Just because I'm brown and I like a michelada.
Dude, shout out to our friend Kelsey. She makes a bomb ass michelada, dude. Those are good shit.
Kelsey Sharon?
No, not that one. Another a personal friend. Sorry.
I was like,
I said our friend. My friend. It's everyone's friend. No, our friend.
It's what is she sending?
Kelsey Sandoval from Sandoval. It says it all there in the name. She makes a bang up. She's great at everything. She makes ceviche. She does her own bake. She would she was one of those people who would slang cookies and make them, with icing and everything and designs and what. And you would look at them, you're like, this belongs in Ralph's or something. They're so nice. Ralph's. Wrecking Ralph.
Put this in Ralph's. Hey, you made it big when your cookies are in Ralph's.
Gelson's for all you white folk.
Is that Kroger? Or no, that's Vaughn's.
Vaughn's and Ralph's. That's why I grew up on Vaughn's and Ralph's. And then Gelson's popped up in the scene in only rich neighborhoods.
Did you go to Fedco? Remember that place?
I've never been there.
Mervin's?
No.
Jesus.
I did Ross Dress for Less. That was my spot. Yeah. Dude.
You did Ross. I like how it's like a verb. Doing is a verb, right? Person, place, or thing.
Don't ask me, man. Don't ask me.
You got a fucking degree.
In PE.
Still counts.
No, not really. Not really.
You learn there's something you had to learn.
Dude, I'm telling you. It was a lot of science stuff, and I was terrible at that. But anyway. We did the Ross Dress for Less. Dana is all about the Nordstrom's rack spots, which is a little more pricey, but you can find some gems in there too. So
jammies.
Anyway, so how's 75 going?
Day 25 as we speak. What's today? The 24th, Thursday, February. 24th. It's good, man. I'm down to 206 pounds.
Dang, bro, you're fighting weight. What?
Yeah. Which the goal was never to lose weight, but when you exercise 2 times a day for 75 straight days, you're gonna lose a little bit of that baby fat.
That flex.
God damn it. Spaceship. You gonna text the
yeah, I'm gonna text the old wife about the old heater.
We forgot to do the microphone by the
oh shit, son of a bitch, man. God damn. We're terrible at this.
6 minutes in. What do we do? Okay, so I'm 25 days in, 2 days a week, or excuse me, 2 times a day working out. Usually I end the day with a walk with the doggy. And I'm gonna switch it up. I'm eating macros, watching my macros, and that's I'm kind of getting used to that. I might bump my carb intake up to justify some of this weight loss because your boy getting a little slim, and I don't want to get too slim there.
That's really interesting. How are the macros counting for you? Like, are you enjoying that or?
It's pretty easy. It's pretty basic. My phone took a shit a couple of days ago, and I used the MyFitness app for my macro counting, and I had to go blind because my phone was dead. So I just kind of went off the previous days of what's been working close enough. So macros is pretty easy, but even if you're not doing the 75 hard challenge, you can still eat cookies and stuff and ice cream, but I'm not doing any junk food this time around. Yeah. Or at all.
Yeah. So. The whole, like, if it fits your macros kind of thing, that's like always kind of, like, I truly do feel like measuring out things, keeping your portions right. I think that is a great call, and a lot of people struggle with that, but I think a lot of that would help a lot of people out. Having said that, there is that like little caveat, I guess you can call it, with counting your macros, where people are like, well, if it fits your macros, be like, yeah, but I probably shouldn't be eating this fucking chocolate cake and this Twinkie, but technically I've got the carbs, I've got, the fats, whatever. I try to just eat clean as much as possible. And
I'm actually having a hard time taking down that many carbs.
Dude, it's hard, man.
It's hard. Yeah. And I'm not even on the weight gain yet. The weight gain is like 3,500 calories. And I was like, Jesus,
can't even fathom that many calories.
Like you're literally stuffing your face. Mm-hmm. And even right now I'm like at 2,800 calories. And I'm like, God damn, this is so a lot. Dude.
It's so much.
So I if I'm not hungry, I'll do like a cream coffee, stuff like that to get my carbs up. But it's a science, and it somehow works. I mean, you're talking about fats, protein, and carbs, and just kind of like in a little. You can either weight gain or you can weight loss, or you can maintain just by regulating those three things.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting stuff. Follow the science. You know what I mean, man. Paul?
Yeah, follow the science. Fuck, it's awesome. What do you think? You're gonna get into 75 hard soon? Next?
Probably not, dude. Probably not.
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me, dog.
Dude, I had to fucking walk in the rain. Like, shout out
that, dude.
Shout out to people. I mean, you gotta work in the rain. I work in the rain sometimes in my real job, but God, dude, to fucking walk in the rain was miserable.
Well, yeah, but think about people who are doing that shit in the snow. Like, isn't Krista? Isn't she doing?
And Garrett
and
too.
Garrett, aren't they both in Utah where it's fucking snowing right now?
Yeah, there's a blizzard.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, and I mean they were layering up 3 to 4 layers.
God damn, dude. It was cold as fuck today.
30.
Yeah,
20.
We saw 20 degrees out here. Out in Julian was 19 degrees. Dude, that's fucking cold. I don't care who you are or where you come from. It's cold. It's very, very cold. Everything out here was covered in frost. It truly looked like snow on the ground, on the grass. It wasn't, but it was just like you walk in the grass and you just crunch, crunch, crunch.
And how lucky? I mean, you see a lot of folks that are in our circle as far as Instagram. They're always shoveling snow to get out of the driveway, and here we are.
Yeah,
we can just pop it in, drive, and take off.
Yeah, and we're pretty lucky.
And a little frost gets on the windshield, and we're panicking.
Yeah, I know when people like California drivers in the rain, it's just like, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. But you know what? Not everyone can be as great as us. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what I'm trying to get at, is that we're the elite. We're at an elite level in pretty much everything we do. And people should be thanking us. You know what I mean, Paul?
We're the best. We're the freedom fighters. You're a freedom fighter today too, huh?
Dude, check it out, big dog. So I'm actually very proud of this, and I'm not proud of a lot of things that I do in my life, but I'm very, very proud of the fact that today, and I put this up on my story, where I was walking up to Staples, and
shout out to Staples.
Shout out to Staples for not having fucking any Apple products whatsoever. But I was walking up there. It was probably like, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock maybe. And there's this young gentleman in front of me, about, I'd say maybe 30 yards in front of me.
How old was he? How's young?
He's 20, I'd say early 20s.
All right.
I can say that now that I'm almost 40 years old. Fuck my life. But we're walking up, and I see him stops dead in his tracks, turns around. And the first thing I thought, because again, I haven't been wearing a mask for probably a year now. And first thing, so that's kind of like out of my brain. But first thing that came into my mind, oh, they're fucking closed too. And I asked him, like, oh, they're closed? He's like, no, it says you have to wear a mask. I said, I literally kept walking towards him, like, no, bro, fuck that. Go in.
Jeez.
And dude, I'm just like so over all this shit.
Toxic mask.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. He was just probably so frightened. But I was like, no, fuck that. We're going in. Like, and I straight up said, like, dude, if you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear a mask, dude. They want your money more than trying to fucking put up this stuff. They're doing it because they just feel like they need to or whatever. And it's the same thing with him. I bet he feels like he needs to do this because he doesn't want to be an outlier, right? He doesn't want to get called out. But it's just like anything else, dude. More people unite, more people stick together on this kind of stuff. And before you know it, these stores and corporations, they're on the other side of the scale. They're the minority now. And they've got two options, right? You can keep doing this bullshit and your doors are going to close. You're going to lose out on a bunch of revenue. You know, you're going to have to let people go. It's going to be a shitstorm. We've already seen it. Or they're going to like, okay, well, we shouldn't do that because we're going to lose out on all this shit. So we're done. And as soon as you say we're done, then everybody can get back to business and just fucking living life like you should be. But it was a great moment because I truly felt like he had this look in his eyes where he's like, you're right, that's bullshit. This is bullshit. And we just both walked right in. Did anything happen? No. Nobody fucking happened. But I will say, all the employees were wearing fucking masks and stuff like that. But
I felt like you were like Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
I felt like it.
War paint.
I said, freedom! That's what I said.
Tell them Staples is free.
Exactly. But then it's
you should have just gathered all the dads in the parking lot and be like, look, we're gonna go in with no masks. We're breaking the law.
They may not take our computers.
Yes.
But they'll never take our freedom. But anyway, it was very anticlimactic because I was in there for fucking 35 seconds because I was like, okay, so you don't have anything I need here. Awesome. I'm out.
How good is your research there, sir? Staples.
Well,
were you just shooting?
I was shooting. I was just
shooting darts in the dark.
Yeah, I was doing this. Just click, 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 click. That's all I was doing.
What's going on? You're supposed to be a savvy research king.
I know.
All they have is HP, I think.
Pretty much. There was like an iPad. I was like, okay.
Who shops at Staples for a computer?
I know. Fuck me. I know. I get it. But I will say, okay, again, this goes on me. Like, okay, all right, timeout, okay? The reason why this all started was I've been trying to get a laptop, or I've been very angry and frustrated with my laptop for probably close to a year now. And today it was just the day. It was the final straw. It kept on restarting, even though I wasn't trying to restart it. It's just does not compute, kind of fucking pop-ups and messages popping up. So I felt like just snapping it over my knee. I might do that later tomorrow. Just as a final farewell, just snap that fucker right over the knee. And then I was like, you know what, babe? I'm out. I'm going to go buy it because we started talking about it a couple days earlier. And I was like, you know what? Today's the day. I'm going. I'm fucking going. And I didn't even research anything. I'm like, I know there's a Best Buy down here. I'm just going to cruise over there. They were closed. Don't open till 11 o'clock.
Who are you, communists?
11 o'clock and you close at 7? Who the fuck are you? Imagine if you didn't have to clock into your job until 11 o'clock. You got no excuses, dude. No excuses.
I'd be GTL, man. Gym tan laundry done.
That's what I'm saying, dude. You have no reason to not get shit done if you don't have to clock in at 11 o'clock.
Oh, man, I got to work tomorrow. What time? 11?
Yeah, I gotta go in.
I got to go to bed early.
What? Huh? Dude.
That'd be weird. I would not trust a job like that.
No.
Like, I need to be a normal person.
Yeah. But anyway.
Wake up at 3.
So I go to Best Buy. They are closed. They don't open till 11, obviously. So then I'm like, okay, where can I go? Oh, there's a Staples across the street. Go. I do my fucking Braveheart freedom speech. No computer. I go to Walmart. Nothing. I go back home, trying to get the fucking computer back to work because I just need to schedule a couple posts, and then still doesn't work. And then I'm like,
gotta go get.
It's 10:45. It'll be open soon. I bust my ass back to Best Buy and go buy a fucking MacBook Air. Yeah, that's what I got. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, that's my story.
Man, so much passion.
So much passion, dude.
Staples.
So much passion.
Came back.
It's fucking incredible, dude. But something I wanted to bring up.
Bring it up. Let's hear it. Run it back.
I think everybody should hear about this. So, YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube.
All right.
So, go follow us on YouTube, but go subscribe. But I am starting to now, instead of listen, I'm starting to watch some of my favorite podcasts on YouTube. And I'm treating it like a TV show. All right. So I'll sit there. So shout out to Bussin' with the Boys. All right. One of my all-time favorite podcasts. If you guys don't listen to them, you should go definitely check them out. A lot of inspo from that podcast to this podcast, just with their overall vibe. But it's entertaining. There's no censorship. They're saying whatever the fuck they want. They're doing whatever the fuck they want. It's looking good. And yeah, there's ads, whatever. But like, dude, you can put YouTube right straight onto your fucking flat screen and just watch it like a regular TV show. And I'm loving it, dude. I was watching Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Burt Kreischer. Like, these are fucking great guys, dude. Great podcasts. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start doing that. I'm just going to just start watching all the podcasts I normally would be listening to. I'm just going to pop them on like at the end of the night, or like if I'm again around the house, I'm just going to pop them on instead of watching just like bullshit
CNN
TV.
Or what?
Yeah, I'll stop watching CNN finally. Fucking CNN. Anyway, you got a take on that? Are you vibing with that or no? Or are you just like, no,
yeah, no, it's cool.
Listening?
I mean, not all of us are hanging out at the studio and working here.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm hashtag blessed.
Yeah, so sometimes for me it's a little easier just to throw on the audio version of the podcast. And
I get that.
Roll with it. Yeah, so I mean, there was a point in time way back yonder when I was watching the Dan Patrick Show on. Oh,
that's right.
On TV. He was a radio show, or still is a radio show. Mm-hmm. That was way back. That was probably like 4 or 5 years ago.
You know, there's another great sports podcast that's like a full-on production is the Pat McAfee Show.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Great one. Especially during football season, he's choice. And he was just on Bussin' with the Boys, and that was just an absolute legend. He had so many like little nuggets of knowledge, because the guy's like, he was an NFL punter, but then he was like a stand-up comedian, started a show, had his own merch, like did all these other things outside of football. And then once he's officially retired, he started the Pat McAfee Show with, and this is the greatest part, his whole team, it's like 5 dudes. They all went to high school together.
That's weird.
It's fucking awesome,
That's
dude.
crazy.
They're all like childhood friends. And then they've got this $1 million podcast that they all produce together.
Is it $1 million?
Yeah, they just signed an enormous deal with FanDuel.
Damn.
we turn down FanDuel
Yes.
because we don't talk enough about sports. But they're like, please do it anyway. And I was like, this is going to be a bad look. So we're gonna hold off.
Save your $10 million.
Yeah. No, but he's up there. He's up there with like the Joe Rogan kind of as far as like reach.
Wow, you're going there?
He gets a lot of listeners. Right. He brings on fucking Aaron Rodgers all the time, dude.
All right.
So don't come at me like that.
Trigger, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just asking a fucking question.
You said, are you going to go there?
You go to Staples one time and you fucking rally the troops. Fuck, man, calm down.
You go full on Braveheart boner.
Yeah.
And that's...
Now you just want to pick fights with everyone. Fuck, I'm on your team, man. I'm on your side. Fuck, man.
But anyway.
The fight's against them.
Yeah, so a couple of rants out of me real quick.
Get it all out.
Gotta get his fingernail all out.
I know. My hat's all dirty. Shout out.
Well, all right. We'll get into it. I guess first things first, we got to talk about Russia, Ukraine.
What?
I know it's crazy, right?
What's going on?
You know, we're at the verge of a World War III. So,
no.
If you've been living under a rock, it's been... All right, I'm going to try to be serious here. The social media posts, like, I don't know where your feed, I'm sure your feed looked a lot like mine, where it was just constant, raw, gnarly footage of essentially Russia attacking and invading Ukraine. And it sounds like the latest, before we press record, it sounded like the most latest we have is that Russia's pretty much going in there uncontested, and they're just taking control of anything they want at this point. I think they've already taken control of an airport. They've taken control of something that has to do with fuel, I believe. It's just not looking good. In the same time, I'm like, how... A lot of people who are way more in the know than you or I am, yeah, I said that right. All of them, or I shouldn't say all of them, but a lot of them are like going out now that it's official that they're invading, they're attacking, it's a war in Europe, it's official. And a lot of them are saying like, well, I really didn't think this was going to happen. I was calling their bluff. I didn't really think Putin would actually do something like that. And coming from a guy, this guy with two thumbs, coming from a guy who knows pretty much nothing about anything. Like, I have a very hard time following along on a lot of things and just in general. And this stuff is very hard to put together. But even me, when I first heard, and I'm pretty sure we talked about this in a group chat that we're in with like Swiss and Trav, I think I said, or somebody said, like, there's no way that Putin's putting in all this effort and spending all these resources and getting guys into strategic situations and at borders and whatnot. There's no way he's going through all of this to be like, oh, just kidding, I'm going to pull back. I knew from the get-go, or I should say I felt in the get-go, right at the jump. I was like, this is going to go down. Like, I don't think, like, Putin's a very fucking bad guy. Like, this is going to go down whether you like it or not, or you think he's calling bluff or playing chicken or whatever it is. In my heart, I was like, I just don't see him pulling out on this. I don't know. I don't know if you felt the same way or not.
Well, I'm going to go with, and I don't go with this a lot, and I know most of our listeners will kind of agree. It's the "I told you so" moment of back to last year when the riots happened, when everyone was just saying, let everyone get it out, like it's their right to riot, whatever. And then we deal with that aftermath. I remember talking, I don't know what episode it was, but I remember saying this is not a great look for us.
Yeah.
For these other world superpowers, China, Russia, Putin, and Xi Jinping. These are countries that want world domination, and we are the only ones standing in the way. We're the last free country.
Mm-hmm.
So that you take that and you escalate it with the Afghanistan debacle of leaving billions of dollars of taxpayers' money in and guns, ammo, military tanks, and helicopters. You leave that in, as well as leaving men, civilians left behind in Afghanistan. It shows a vulnerability and shows a weakness in leadership. We're a year into the Biden administration, and it's not looking good, folks. Like you said, that footage from Ukraine is terrifying.
Terrifying.
It's bad. And we're recording this the 24th Thursday, so we're about 24 hours into this since the first strike, give or take. And Ukraine is already asking for its citizens to take up arms. Do you understand what that means? Like they're empowering their citizens, untrained citizens, to take a stand and fight. Like, that is fucking scary. That is ridiculous. You should be terrified. Now, Putin's the one that obviously made the decision to go ahead and follow through with this. But a lack of leadership on our part as a world power does have a play into this. We were the biggest kid on the block. Now we're just getting fucking pushed around, and people are calling our bluffs, and it's not good. We're losing street cred every fiasco here. And we used to be the biggest kid on the block, the biggest fucking bully for a fucking reason, because we would tell people, you threaten me, you're gonna pay.
Yep.
You don't want to see what's gonna happen. And now these people we're leaving men behind, and we're the one getting threatened. Not a good look.
Yeah.
Not a good look.
And I think if you are somebody who has a hard time putting two and two together, and if you think it's just what's the word I'm looking for? If you think it's just let's say it's just random that as soon as Trump is out of office, Biden comes in. If you think that is just totally random that Russia and China decide to link arms as soon as the change of hands happens, I think you're smoking that crack rock.
They've probably been plotting this for a while, waiting for that moment. And there is some rumor, and I knew it all along too. The Chinese are flying jets over Taiwan. They want Taiwan. Look at my memory cards, all here, made in Taiwan. All these microchips and everything is Taiwan made. They want that shit. And the crazy part is, Russia's biggest export is oil. Guess what, folks? We're part of that too. So you see, wait till you see that $10 a gallon. And guess what we did right when the Biden administration took off? We closed the Keystone. He closed the Keystone pipeline. We sure could use that good old American oil right now.
Like,
so in Biden's not Biden. Who knows what his Putin's end game is here? We don't know. He's not looking to genocide Ukraine. He's strategically taking out these air bases. I think he's taken like 11 air bases so far. He's taken Chernobyl, which was a nuclear plant. For whatever reason, was probably some strategic hold there. But there's kind of some points of taking a port. I believe it's the warm water port. So they're talking about maybe just a section of Ukraine he wants to take over, but he's not bombing. I guess politically, if he bombs civilians, it's not a good look for him.
Well, it looks like that's already happening.
I think you always have casualties of war, but I think to go in and start murdering, fleeing civilians, it's not supposedly the look he wants to go for. So I think we're still finding out some new details. I'm waiting for some leadership. Jocko, I like to hear his opinion on this. I'm kind of hoping that he says something vocally about how it should have been addressed. Biden did have a State of the Union that went terrible today. It was extremely embarrassing, handing down sanctions that they have to enforce, or else sanctions where they cut Putin off at the knees. If not, they're just going to keep funding this fucking war where he can just do whatever he wants. So it's I'd be terrified right now. I mean, I'm extremely concerned. I'm watching this diligently, and I don't know all the details. It still doesn't add up to me. What's Putin's end game? I don't know. power.
Yeah, the end game is very interesting. Again, it's no secret Putin is a bag of dicks, dude. He's not a good guy. He's a piece of shit. He makes guys disappear. You know, if he doesn't agree with you or if you don't agree with him, he'll just make you disappear. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. I did want to make a note that a direct quote from the man himself, Putin, he did say that he warned any foreign force who stands between him and Ukraine will face unimaginable consequences.
They've already been talking about that. He already said he's been on public record saying that World War III will be a zeros and ones, meaning a binary war, meaning a computer, meaning a hack.
Jesus.
So and they are saying it's already going on. So, like I said, this does not. There's still some more to this, I think. So, yeah, it's terrible. Terrible to see this.
Like you said, it would be really nice to see some fucking leadership right about now. But
and I think even as a Democrat or extreme liberal, like they have to be bearing some of this weight or really questioning. I would hope some people would be like, look, he's speaking very, very poorly. Like there's zero leadership, zero accountability. Mm-hmm. If you messed up, say it, but he's not. Yeah. These reporters are asking him legitimate questions and he's shying away. He's looking at them absurd. Yeah. You're the fucking president. Answer that question. Mm-hmm. If you don't know, get off dereliction of duty. Get out of here.
Mm-hmm. This has got to be, again, I'm just getting getting into the world of politics and trying to understand things, because forever I was the guy who just said, I don't understand politics. I'm not going to pay attention. Well, that's how you get fucked.
Yeah.
When you're not paying attention and you're not aware of what's happening or these bullshit things they're trying to pass, in the midnight hours. But somebody who's trying to understand these things, this has to be one of, if not the worst, presidencies in our history.
Absolutely.
Right?
In a year.
Is that too harsh, or is that on par? Like, you look at everything what's happening right now. We're divided. All these vaccine and mandates, all this bullshit. We've got inflation up the fucking ass. It's never been worse.
I was going to get worse
for 40 years or something like that.
80, yeah, something like that. 79 or something like that.
Yeah. And now we've got now we're in the back seat of this, whatever the fuck this is with Russia. This is terrible. And again, like you said, 1 year.
1 year.
1 year.
Almost to the day ish.
1 year. Like, me blackout drunk with Jack Daniels can't do this much damage in 1 year. Yeah. Like, this is insane. It's almost like they did it on purpose. I don't know.
I remember having this conversation with my dad prior to the election. I was like, Dad, I don't think the Republican Party's going to win. I think, Biden's going to win. And I said, I almost feel like it should happen to wake people up. Mm. They're putting this man over America, over our policies which have stood true, the truth of time and leadership. And like you said, Spencer, I was asleep too for a long time because things were good, and you counted on that leadership, you counted on that American way. Man, this is not what we're used to.
It's not the way.
We're in the back seat. As our leaders, I don't even want to call it leadership because
this is not
whatever
leadership.
The fuck this is. It's just destroying us.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. So we talked about this a couple episodes ago. Antonio Brown, good old AB.
AB.
So remember his whole thing where he fucking just ripped his pads off, said "fuck you guys, I'm out" during the middle of the game when he was with Tampa Bay, and he was claiming, right, he had ankle injury. Coaches said it. Well, if if you're not going to play, get the fuck out of here. That's what he's claiming he said to the coaching staff. Mind you, none of the coaching staff has actually come out and said that, like that's accurate or anything. So AB goes on Instagram, posts a picture of an x-ray of his ankle and the caption saying, oh, hey, fuck you motherfuckers. I told you my ankle was this, that, and the other, right? One problem.
Date.
The date was fucking October. October, dude. Like he had already, so hurt his ankle in October, took like 3 weeks off or something like that, and then started playing again. Well, so the dates didn't match up.
But is he prefacing that it's a re-aggravated injury?
No,
he was trying to make it.
Then he goes. So people are like, "Bro, look at the date." He deletes it, but obviously the damage is done. Once you keep a post up for that long, the damage, dude, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of screenshots.
I think he's gonna make a couple runs at the CFL, Arena Football League, and that's it.
At this point,
sell some tickets.
You can't be an NFL team. Can't be desperate enough to give after all of his shenanigans. You can't, right?
Yeah, we've seen it before. It was Terrell Owens, Chad Johnson, Ocho Cinco, Colin Kaepernick, with AB, or even people just like you're a liability that you get the wrong kind of attention. Like they can kind of take an outlandish guy every once in a while, but they won't tolerate. You're gonna affect the bottom line. They're not gonna tolerate it too long.
Yeah. I was actually talking to, and this is not by any means trying to be a flex, but I was talking to somebody who used to work for Fox Sports.
Oh, flex.
Again, it's not a flex because I said it wasn't going to be a flex.
Well, all
right. He doesn't even work there anymore. But anyway, I don't think he does. Anyway, so I had put this story up, I believe, and he responded to it. And he said, well, and I said, yeah, like CTE, it's fucking crazy, right? Like he's like, that's the easy way out. Like blaming it on CTE for him is the low hanging excuse. He's been a piece of shit forever. He's done these kind of shenanigans with Pittsburgh. I don't remember him doing a lot of these things with Pittsburgh. I just remember him putting up video game numbers in Pittsburgh. Yeah. But I guess he was a diva in Pittsburgh. As soon as he left Pittsburgh, obviously we know how the Raiders thing worked out when he went. I believe that was his next team he popped into. And ever since that, like it's just been an absolute disaster. And I think that's really truly a product of somebody who's been told that they're the shit their entire life. Like that's what you get. You get a person who thinks they can walk on water and everyone should bow down. And if I'm not happy, nobody in this fucking room is going to be happy kind of a person.
Yeah, big time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember. I remember hearing that the breakup was bad between him and Pittsburgh, but you never really heard what was going on. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was, but the X-ray picture, the date was way off, and then he deletes it. So as soon as you delete it, you're like, oh fuck, I got caught red-handed.
Hey, you got Bob Saget stuff in here?
I do, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I want to get through some football stuff first.
All right, you're good.
Have you seen the Mathew Stafford video?
I know, but I like what Tom Brady said.
That was a great one. Mixing some water.
Make sure you mix some water. Trust me.
That was a good one. Trust me, mixing some water.
Or else you'll be a sin butter shirt.
Yeah, exactly. So it sounds like you haven't heard this. It's been pretty viral as of late. I feel bad for the guy, but here we go. So Mathew Stafford. Mathew. He obviously starting quarterback, Los Angeles Rams. Homeboy's got a fat ring in the mail. Super Bowl champion. Good for him. So during the parade, he hammered. The dude's literally sipping straight tequila out of a bottle.
So 1942, I think it was. Right?
Yeah, like a nice bottle.
Oh no, it's the other one. Azul, I think.
And there's a photographer, and I think this is towards the end of the wrap up, and they're on the big stage, probably 6 to 8 feet off the ground, and him and his wife are up there.
Wait, this was in L.A.? Man, there's a pandemic.
I know. I couldn't believe it.
Scary.
Couldn't believe it. Whatever Gavin says, you know what I mean?
They were all holding their breath.
Probably.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Probably.
You may continue.
And this photographer is backing up to take the shot of him. She falls off the stage. Matt, here's where the story gets juicy. Matt obviously sees it and just does one of these guys, "Ooh, not my problem," and turn around as he watched the chick fall off the stage. There's video footage of it everywhere. We're going to watch it right now.
And we just watch it. Hook the mic up. Sorry, guys.
It's fine. Sorry. You guys can watch this.
Oh,
look at him.
Cold-blooded.
Cold fucking blooded.
Dude, when you've been drinking, though, I'm not going to say like
yes.
At a bar.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Like, what's the call there?
I mean, the bar protocol, like you see the girl fall down on her backside and she's legs are up and it's bad news for her. Like, yeah, you turn around and you feel embarrassed. So, I mean, he probably felt the same way, but yeah, there's tens of thousands of cameras on you.
So
that's bad news,
there's
buddy.
another layer to it. She fractured her spine.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, dang. He was drinking, man.
So again, 100%. He gets guilted. So obviously everybody sees this now. Matt, you piece of shit, right? I'll be the first one to say, hammered, you don't want to get the vibe killed, you turn around. Obviously, if you knew the chick broke her back, it's a different story.
Yeah.
You just see her fall, you're hammered, God knows how many of gallons of tequila is running through that guy's bloodstream at that point.
Yeah.
He gets guilted into paying for the photographer's medical bills. Crazy, right?
I mean,
crazy.
Yeah.
And here's the wild part. He didn't push her. He had nothing to do with her actually falling. But yet he's paying for her bills because everyone thinks he's a piece of shit because he watched her do it and turned around. Don't get me wrong. It's not a good look. No, it's not a good look, Maddie.
It's not.
But
the man just won a Super Bowl. Like, can we set up some safety protocol, some rails or something? Something? A little oh shit
dude.
Bar?
I just thought
it is pretty shit.
It's bad look, but the fact that he has been guilted into paying for the photographer's medical bills because he witnessed it, essentially. That's what it really comes down to.
It is.
Like, imagine if you were outside and you saw somebody eat shit on a bicycle and they broke their leg. And you're like, oh, who's the first one to see it? Oh, I was. Okay, so we're sending the bill to you?
No, dude.
It's wild,
I had this story happen. I mean, I had my GoPro 1. This is how long that shit was. My buddy, we thought we were cool BMXers and mountain bikers. And I pull over and he fucking eats shit. And you can hear me just laugh. And I'm still holding my camera as I'm rolling up to him. He's like, dude, put the camera down. I'm fucking hurt. You know, and it's, I don't know, bad story, but it's a little different. But it's the same concept.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not even drunk yet. I can't drink today.
Did you, I know you watched the Super Bowl. Did you, man, that must have been hard, dude, watching the Super Bowl sober.
Dude, alcohol is the last thing in my brain.
Really?
With this thing, yeah.
Good for you, man.
You're just so focused on getting your little tasks done. And
wow.
We're talking about 75 hard, folks, if you haven't caught on yet. But yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so you watched the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Halftime show.
Yep.
I got to say, great show. Brought me back to high school. You know, all the OGs were out. I love the 50 cent memes turned into a full $1. He's looking thick.
He's looking a little hefty.
He's looking thick.
Thick boy.
But hey, still looks great. Can't throw a baseball. If anyone has not seen the video of him at Mets at a Mets baseball game throwing out the ceremonial first pitch. I'm not going to say anything more. Just Google it.
Missed it by a mile.
Miles.
Like,
It was, he essentially spiked it. But dude, just go watch the fucking video. It's absolutely tragic. I don't know how you can recover from something like that. But anyway, something that happened during the halftime.
All right, here we go.
Was the Eminem kneel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everybody jumped the gun on it. They were saying, oh my God, Eminem did this kneel for Colin Kaepernick, Black Lives Matter. It's not true. Okay. So it's come out to say that he was doing it out of respect of Tupac, because the next song, Dr. Dre hopped on the old keys.
He played I Ain't Mad at You.
I Ain't Mad at You.
Dun, 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 dun. And let's talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
He kneels during a song. Okay. And you and I'll speak for myself. We free to choose. You want to choose left, right, middle. That's your prerogative. We believe in a free democracy, right? I do. You can speak for yourself.
Communism, great.
He didn't. I would never kneel during the national anthem.
Yeah.
This was during a song performance. If he did choose to kneel out of solidarity or whatever, is that bad? The reason why, if Tim Tebow kneeled every time he scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
All right, cool. If Colin Kaepernick kneeled every time he took a touchdown, do we have the same conversation during a performance, during a celebration? But the fact that he kneeled during the national anthem, there's a big difference.
Yes, big difference.
So I thought about it. I looked into it. I saw the uproar and I was like, man, I don't. It was and I thought the same thing. It was playing during that song.
Mm-hmm. I didn't understand it, honestly. But he was taking a knee and I was like, oh, that's a weird part of the choreography, but all right, whatever. And then obviously Twitter does what Twitter does, and it became a huge shitstorm. But then it came out like people were like, you really think this dude's gonna put his career on the line for fucking Kaepernoodle? Like that guy's a fucking scrub. Like Eminem's not doing that. It's for Tupac. It has nothing to do with like Black Lives Matter or anything. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. We got bigger shit to worry about.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah.
That shit.
I thought it was. I did want to clear the air on that because a lot of people thought that. But
wait, did he say it? Did he come? I mean, did we know?
I don't have a direct quote from him, but a lot of people close to him were like, it had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter.
All right. I mean, I'll buy it.
No. I'm buying it because I don't think he's done anything since Black Lives Matter became a thing.
Sure.
I don't think he's done one thing.
That's fine.
I don't think he's pandered at all. I could be totally wrong, but I don't remember seeing anything from him.
I think to judge that quick too, it's
come on now. Look at the day and age we're in right now.
We're getting a little too quick there, folks.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong, as long as you're first. That's what matters. That's where we're at, dude.
People have opinions.
I know.
Don't get so fucking butthurt.
I know, dude. And that's where we're at right now, where I want to be better at, where, let's have a fucking discussion. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about something without fucking getting our panties in a wad and shitting bricks over something because you think a certain way. And like, dude, if that's the way you think, I don't agree with it, but you have every right to think that and believe that. Because as soon as, and we've seen this, as soon as you go down that other direction where you're not allowed to think that or say that, then we got fucking problems.
Yeah.
That's a big time problem. And it doesn't matter if you're right, center, or left. That's a problem for everybody. And I don't think everybody understands that yet. And I want people to understand that before it's too late.
Yeah. We'll go back to Russia, Ukraine real quick. Yeah. The Russian citizens were outside of their fucking version of the White House protesting no war. And just by that, they got arrested.
Amazing. Right?
Amazing. Like that's what a real communist dictatorship is like. Like, oh, you're against us? Well, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
For a peaceful protest.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you see all these fucking spazoids who live in their grandma's basement saying, I'm pro-communism. It's like, dude, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. You're just pissed off because you didn't get enough hugs. That's what it comes down to. You're pissed off at something, and this is your only way to feel like you're a part of something because you've never been a part of anything else because you've always been an outcast. And I understand that. Like, that's shitty. But, like, dude, this ain't it. This ain't it.
Ain't the route, brother.
Yeah.
Promise you that.
And the last note of this is like, dude, I read, I think it was Allegiant Airlines. Allegiant? Yeah, Allegiant Airlines. They kicked off a white male for wearing a mask that said, let's go Brandon. Kicked them off the flight. And the actual airlines, they actually were like, yep, we stand by what our stewardess did.
Cool.
Wow.
Interesting.
Imagine, now there's a fucking dress code. It's amazing.
Imagine it's cool. I mean, they just make up their rules as they go. And
imagine if you roll in there and you have a fucking mask that says, I'm riding with Biden, or something like that, something pro-Biden. And someone's, get the fuck out of here. Imagine the uproar.
I don't see a lot of Biden stickers or flags anymore. Do you?
No.
Oh.
No.
People,
we have a neighbor down here where when we go on they're on our dog walking route, and I'll admit a little bit of a peeping Tom, but I mean, we walk by and their curtains are always open in their living room and the TV just stares right out of the window. Every time I walk by there, it's either Cocomelon, which is crack cocaine for kids, or CNN. Every time. And I'm just like, how? How the fuck are you still watching CNN? How? With all the things that have come out, like, I don't even know how they're still a goddamn network at this point.
I didn't know there's like contracts with school districts and libraries and airports where CNN plays, but some school districts are fine to take it off.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Fucking finally.
Yeah.
Fucking finally. But yeah, it blows my mind that you'd be like, well, sit down.
Let me get my
get
facts.
the remote out. All right, what do we got going on now? What is CNN going to tell me?
Oh, I better stay indoors.
Yeah. Oh, I should get a 17th vaccine? Okay. Whatever you say. Fuck, dude. Wake the fuck up.
Let's see how, February 24th, let's see how far this vaccine talk goes.
Oh.
Now, I think, and I bet you CNN's actually happy now because there's some footage from this war now.
Oh, did you see the clip of the sirens going off in an absolute melee going off in Ukraine? And then they're like, we're going to cut to commercial. And it's some fucking cringy ass honky tonk Applebee's commercial.
Wow. It was like a quick segue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Oh my God.
It's brutal.
Like, hey, fucking cheers, beer. It's like, dude, get the fuck.
People are getting bombed.
Oh God. You're literally watching a country fucking fall apart. And you're like, let's cut to Applebee's. Did you see have you watched Yellowstone? Did you ever get into that?
I did. I haven't watched this last season though.
Wow.
There's no point. I want to wait. Excuse me. Hang on. Before you guys.
Burn him. Burn him.
I wanted to wait until I want to bank it. I can't wait once a week to see what happens, man. I want to binge it.
What did we do?
Take a sick day.
We did a show that way where you just like wait till it's all over.
Yeah.
And then you hop in.
You just got to make sure you don't talk to anyone or watch.
Especially when it's like a banger of a show. That's tough. Especially with social media.
Oh yeah.
But anyway. So Yellowstone, the actor, Forey J. Smith.
Yeah.
He was the guy with the big old choppers.
Oh, I've seen this.
And he came out and made a statement because Yellowstone is obviously, because it's a fucking banger of a show, is up for a bunch of SAG awards. And he came out and said, like, I'm actually not going to be attending the SAG awards because they're requiring proof of vaccination, this, that, and the other. And he's like, look, guys, like, I'm so sorry. I'm not going to be there. This is just what I believe. The way he said it was like very heartfelt, genuine. Wasn't like, fuck these guys. You know, it wasn't like that, even though he fully had a right to go that route. But he took a very, very soft and I mean that in a good way, just very gentle, genuine way. Like, hey, I'm really, really sorry, but like, these are my beliefs. Like, I've never had even a flu vaccine or shot or anything. You know what I mean? Like, just not me. I'm really, really sorry that I'm not going to be there. And he came out and made this statement, and dude, his following just fucking. And I mean, he was doing all right, like as far as like an Instagram following. And I'm sure the guy doesn't give two fucks about it, but I think a lot of people like, dude, fucking right on, man.
I was one of those people.
Same thing. That video got shared, and dude, I followed along.
He was really emotional too.
Yeah,
really emotional about not going, not be able to go. And I mean, you wait for your whole entire career, or however long he's been acting, to get this role and to get this spotlight, to get this cred, and obviously he chooses his values before his this limelight.
It's really nice to see. I mean, we did the same thing. You know,
we didn't want to go.
We were invited for it's not the SAG Awards, it's the POD Awards, and we were like, sorry, I can't do it, bro. You know, these balls are gonna be carrying gold sperm because we're unvaccinated, dude. Can't do that. This is my retirement fund right here. These peaches down here.
Didn't get there. There you go.
The peaches are gonna be my retirement fund, dude. And I can't be tainting that. You know, tainting. I said tainting. I meant
tainting.
Wow, the double play on words there. That was nicely done.
Good job.
Totally didn't even try to do that. But anyway,
dude, you're not even drinking.
I know. I was wondering when you were gonna fucking figure that out, dude.
Whoa.
I know.
See.
Should I slam that a little harder?
Yeah. What's going on?
In solidarity, I stand with you, Paul.
Don't do it, man. I want to live I want to live vicariously through you. Just be drunk.
Have a beer. You'd be like, how's it taste?
I know, you dick.
What kind of notes?
We start setting up, and you talk about, I had this great beer.
I had 2 beers before I got here. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking feel like shit tomorrow if I keep drinking right now. So I'm like, I'll shut it down. So yeah, I drank some more water.
What do you go? Say, pussy?
Fucking pussy ass bitch.
2 beers.
I know. Dude, check out this video, dude. The bull rider. Did you see this one? Dude, bull rider gets knocked out cold, right out of the gates, falls down. The bull is still jumping around. Nobody's picking this guy up. His dad jumps out of the stands and covers him up as the bull comes in, dude.
Where is that? Utah? Tennessee.
I don't know where this is at. Knocked out cold. So nobody's picking him up. And then look at his dad. He's thinking about it. He's like, nope, cover up. Oh. Fucking father's love right there, dude.
Jeez.
Father's love. That was incredible, dude. I couldn't, like, all the fuckers out there, and you guys are all, and I get that, like, that's part of it where you're like, get the bull's attention to, like, not be around the guy who just got knocked out. But it's like, that shouldn't be everybody's job. It's like, there should be a couple people's job to get the attention of the bull, and then somebody else is dragging that dude to safety.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
The clown should be in charge of the bull. Then you have those gate opener guys that can. You should have like a mandatory guy. Like, hey, if you get knocked out cold, like a fucking first responder.
Yeah,
dude,
I'm right there with you, man. But
I ain't gonna do it. But fuck.
Bull riding is one of those things. Deep down in my plums, my retirement fund, I want to do. Not to that extent where I'm riding a fucking 1,000-pound bull, but maybe like a 500-pound bull. I don't know. You know.
I tell you what.
What you got?
When Tough is riding for Cole, or what's his name? 8 seconds.
Oh yeah, the longest 8 seconds of your life.
Well, no, the movie.
Oh, what?
Tough Heaterman's riding at the very end. They're like, oh, he's hung up, and he's like, no, I can't remember the actor's name. It gets you choked up. You can't. You don't know this movie?
I got nothing, man. I got nothing.
You don't know the movie?
No.
8 seconds.
8 seconds. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've never watched that movie.
You are gonna get fucking slammed.
8 seconds?
It's a fucking movie.
What? Oh, I know that
my
I know
gosh.
that 8 seconds is as long as you have to be on a bull.
Right, but
8 seconds.
you
Okay,
have to
there it
watch
is.
this movie.
This is the movie you're talking about right here?
What the fuck is that? Yeah.
You're like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, that's the one.
what's the main character's name? I want to say Cole.
Starring Luke Perry.
As what though?
Oh.
His name though.
Oh, I don't know. When did this come out? 93?
Yeah, dude.
God damn. All right, I got my homework.
Dude, this is if you don't fucking get teared up at the very end,
You're a psychopath? You're a serial killer?
Yes.
Okay.
And you'll see the quote where he's like, "Oh, Tufts hung. I don't want to spoil it for you now, and you got to wear that hat up there too when you watch it."
But the hat, that's it.
Wear the hat, and that's
it.
And a belt buckle, and go live. Ladies and gentlemen, please attack this man for not watching this movie. You're gonna get fucking shamed.
How dare you?
You are.
You're inciting violence right now.
am.
You fucking piece of shit white supremacist.
We're gonna go F-24 insurrection here.
All right, now.
I can't believe you haven't watched that movie.
Okay. Shut your whorish mouth and let's talk about Bob Saget.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I've got notes about this, but you sounded very excited to talk about this.
I had this dude, I'm like this. I'm smart. I had this question mark from day one.
Okay.
When they didn't say anything and they said he fell.
Yeah.
And then his arms were crossed on the bed. This was like day one.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense.
So maybe we give a little backstory.
Okay.
Bob Saget.
Yep.
Hall of Fame comedian. Man, I got some semen stuck back there or something, you know?
All right.
Dies randomly in a hotel. First, everyone was saying blood clot, right?
Right.
And then automatically people are like, "Oh, this is fucking vaccine."
That's what we thought. That's what I thought.
Yep.
A blood clot passed out.
We said that. We reported that live here on Poddymouth the podcast.
Yep.
And then now it's come out that actually during the autopsy they found insane fractures pretty much all around his head, back of the head, side of the head, front of the head, skull fractures that were like, that's not going to happen if you just fall on the ground.
Well, let's hang on to the point of the fact you're not going to just see that at the autopsy when you're going to the coroner's office they'll be like his head's kind of bashed in.
Yeah.
I mean, I've fallen before from the sink, or not the sink, the shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're looking surprised. It's not what you think.
Okay,
but yeah, you fall down and I mean, yeah, you might get knocked out cold, but to have what the equivalent that they said of a
baseball bat or something,
or a 4-story fall.
Yeah. And then they find him on the bed with his arms crossed. Like, I'm sorry, if you're a hitman, you're a fucking terrible hitman. Terrible. And then icing on all of this.
Yes.
The family files a lawsuit where you can't get the records or something.
They don't want to make it public.
You can't make it public or they'll fucking sue you.
It'll be detrimental to the family.
What?
Wait, what? Yeah.
But they're like, it wasn't drugs and alcohol. They said that. But I'm like,
so
I don't know. Like, this is so fucking weird.
Dude, it's super weird.
And nobody's talking about it, of course. Of course. No one's like, I have questions.
Dude, there was a red flag for me from the get-go on that thing.
Yeah. And remember, he went on this like Instagram story, was talking about how great his show was last night, and he's got another show lined up. I believe it was in Florida or something. And yeah.
What's your thoughts?
I don't know, man.
Come on.
I don't know.
Come on.
I truly don't know. I think everything we've heard so far is sketch as fuck. Absolutely.
So what happened?
Was he gonna spill some beans? Was he gonna spill the tea on somebody? Something?
He was pretty cool. He was a pretty cool dude. I think he could have.
But he's again fully vaccinated, fully boosted, I believe. I don't know about the boost, but he was definitely vaccinated. He definitely did not have much of a filter. He was always that weird white buffalo kind of comedian because he was so well known for his like
Family Matters.
Family Matter.
Oh, wait,
no, Full House, right? Full House. Super endearing, wholesome family. But then you'd see him in stand up and he's fuck shit piss guy. I don't know.
The part that trips me up is why the family would say. So if they would say that, I would think it was either he was gay or some point, or like a secret lover or something like that.
Oh.
But it doesn't add up on, like, you would see there needs to be a trial. Someone needs to be in, it's a murder. How do you not talk? How are they not talking about this?
Yeah, I don't know. How is there not okay, dude, hotels have cameras in every goddamn corner.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, obviously not in the room, but dude, you can't tell me you're not going through security footage and looking like, okay, who went in his room? Nobody? How the fuck does that work?
The cover up from the get go was question mark.
Super.
I got a question, and it's obviously gonna get pushed to the back burner because of everything else going on, but it's still super interesting.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about your favorite president, Joe Biden. Joe Byron. Remember we talked about his safe kits?
Yeah.
Dude, watch this video. You're gonna fucking love this. Sorry for the other people who can't hear this. So I want to give I'm pausing for a second. This guy looks like he could be Bob Marley's second cousin, and he's showing you what the safe kits looks like and what it comes with. Okay. And again, this is $60 million that Joe Byron put towards this. So an actual fucking crack pipe.
Oh my god.
Sterile needles, gloves. So you remember those little Black and Mild mouthpieces?
Yeah, it's a little cigar piece.
They give you those, so it's safer when you're smoking crack out of them.
Please make it make sense. Please, just someone.
Oh, go find that video, guys. It's pretty fucking solid.
Defend this, please.
I want to hear the defense, man. I want to hear. I'm tired of hearing people agree with us. I want to hear the fucking people who are like, you know what? I support that. Why? Tell me why you support that. I don't get it.
It's funny you have all these guests on Joe Rogan who are just factual. I think most of them. One guy leaned left too, but he was just a factual guy. They always invite a it's not a debate. They like an open conversation on an opposing view, and it's like they never take it. What?
Yeah, weird. Go on TikTok. Someone will take you up anytime. There's some fucking morons.
I can talk to you about you, and you and I will have similar to opposing views on, which is fine, but we come from the same base. But I would not be the confident to rattle off some facts. Yeah. So, but I definitely would like to see someone who with a hard stance really get into this and go through everything.
So yeah, anybody who's interested in that video, the guy shows you everything: needle, tourniquet, mouthpiece, actual fucking crack pipe, in those safe kits that he spent $60 million on.
Not looking good, folks. Could use that money to tear down some old crack houses,
or maybe help some veterans out or something. I don't know. Yeah. Waste Management Golf Tour. Can we talk about this? So, if you're not aware, it's the Phoenix Open, aka the Waste Management. They sponsor this event out there, and I've had the pleasure of being a fan of this. I've actually gone. So shout out to my boy Dylan. Wow. We went out to this for his bachelor party.
Flexing.
I want to say like 3-4 years ago. Fuck yeah, probably somewhere around there. And it was an absolute melee. So what happens is the 16th hole, the whole tournament in itself is just party central, but the 16th hole, specifically that hole, is
Your hole.
an absolute melee. It's a par 3, so everyone is stacked on top of each other. I mean, like, I think the yardage is like 140 yards or something like that. It's very, very
You're good. Cookie more.
it's very short hole. Anyway, I remember when we got there, and it was, you get there at like 4:00 in the morning. We're drunk from the previous night. 4:00 in the morning, and they open the gates, and you have to sprint to get to the 16th. Okay. And I wanted to show this clip because it was absolute melee what happened. This dude got a hole in one on the 16th, dude.
Was this the Frisbee one?
No.
I seen
It's the PGA. Watch this video, dude. It's phenomenal. Okay. Get in, drains it, and then watch. Watch the fans. Watch.
Fuck yeah.
Beer showers, throwing beer bottles and cans onto the fucking yard. It's absolute
mayhem.
Dude, phenomenal.
I think there was a guy who did the Frisbee for...
yeah, I've seen those.
But he did a hole in one and won the Porsche.
Oh, fuck.
With not hitting nothing or whatever.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's impressive. But I don't know if that's ever happened I'm sure it has, maybe once upon a time, but I thought that was really cool. If you're going to do a hole in one, to do it on the 16th at Waste Management Tour, that's lights out.
Wasted.
Russian figure skater. Did you hear about this one?
Oh, bring it.
The Russian figure skater, her name's Kamila Valieva. Okay, pretty sure ace that one. So she was in the Olympics. Apparently, she was like the shit. She was supposed to be the person who was supposed to win everything. And so she got busted for doping.
No.
She's 16 years old.
What?
I mean, pretty on par for Russia, right?
Whoa.
She gets busted, but then the Olympic Commission lets her compete anyway. And everyone was like, what in the fuck are you talking about? And I think they said that like she was cleared to skate because she was considered a protected person under the WADA's doping code because she was under 16. What? What? Just tell me you're scared of Russia. Just tell me. Like, don't beat around the bush here. Just tell me.
Tell me someone. Yeah, tell me if someone from Russia really sent the message.
Yeah, no shit, dude. They send a picture of your kids. That's when you're like, oh, okay. Well, we're just gonna let her compete anyway. But dude, even like commentators who are usually, especially during the Olympics, are very buttoned up.
Mm.
They're like, I think one of them said was like, it feels dirty to actually be commentating this. Like, it doesn't feel right. But here's the crazy thing: they let her compete, and again, she was supposed to win it all, eat shit, and finishes 4th. So she doesn't even podium after all that shit. But anyway,
crazy,
fucking wild. All right, we're gonna wrap this up on Sender of the Week. I found a good one. If you guys follow us on PODDYMOUTH the podcast on Instagram, you would have seen this on the story. Nobody sent me anything that topped this. This is the ultimate Sender of the Week. Oh God,
Scorpion.
Damn. Got to watch it again. Goes up the ramp, biker, and hits the front of the next jump. Goes face first into the landing zone and just skids on his face and nothing else
Catch a
for a solid. What did you say? That 6 feet?
Yeah.
No, that's longer.
Gotta
That's
catch
like
a
10.
little speed, man.
Oh God, it's terrible to
Gotta
watch.
pedal.
Terrible to watch. That's all I got, folks. Hope you enjoyed this little quicker ride to the finish line. What did we get? What did we get to?
A little close.
What did we get?
115.
115? Perfect. Go follow us on Instagram, YouTube. Go check us out. Do the things. Tell people how much you love us. Go tell a friend. Muchos. Love you. Bye-bye.